Good day to you all. Hope you guys are doing well. It is 11 p.m. here in Columbus, Ohio. And as the title says, this will be an update for the language learning for the year 2014. 2013 was a very interesting year. A lot of languages were experimented on. I tried out different languages and different techniques, and yeah, it was a great year. So, looking back from the beginning of this year, I made some observations on the languages I've been learning and the language that I intend to learn in the future. So here, this list you see at the top are my current active languages. So we have Romanian, Vietnamese, Hindi, Persian, Burmese, Tagalog, Indonesian, Somali, French, Brazilian Portuguese, and German. So these are the languages that I've been working on for the past, what's it been, about a good 6 months. I can't remember exactly, but it's around, yeah, it's around there. And yeah, these are a lot of languages, but as I explained before, if I study more than four languages, um, I have partners I meet up with. That makes the process easier. It's just a lot more easy to work in that way rather than doing it alone because it's just too much. But if it was only four languages, I can handle four languages independently. So for a majority of these languages, I have partners I meet up with during the week. So it's not really that big of a problem for me. The only thing is time. That's the only thing. Other than that, the process is swift. So those are my current active languages. And then at the bottom, you see Tree, Amharic, Cambodian, Wolof, Thai, and Taiwanese. Now let's talk about the current active list right now. The language that you see those what they call them, I can't remember what they call Astriacs. I can't, well, let's just call them stars. I can't remember the name of them. But those stars basically, the reason why I have those there is I intend to take those out of my active list. This is why, because while I made some observations of this whole year 2013, in terms of using the languages in the city, leveling up, most of these languages I can't, it's hard to find natives to practice with. Romanian, Persian, Burmese, German. It's been very difficult to find to basically level up with these languages. I will basically have to get lucky. I met some Romanians. Well, no, I haven't met any Romanians. I met a Persian guy. He's actually Persian, but he spoke Romanian because he lived in Romania for 10, 12 years or something. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, Romanian, Persian. Persian, yeah. Like I said, they're here, but not guaranteed unless I go to the same place. Burmese is really difficult to get Burmese in. I will have to get lucky by hanging out at certain Asian markets. Um, German, very, very difficult. I found one place to practice German, and that was there was a German bakery woman. She's been there for like over 20 years. That was the only place where I could practice German. So basically, starting from 2014, I have a new thing that I'm going to start doing. I enjoy learning any language. I'm very open to trying out. It doesn't matter what language it is, Native American language. It doesn't matter. But here's my thing. Since I level up very often these days, I need to choose languages that I can practice here in this city, because if I can practice them here, then the progression will be great. I will make a lot of progress due to being able to practice very often. So this is why I decided to take some of these languages out of my active list. So basically, my plan is to exchange Romanian for some language at the bottom. So Chi is going to be learned, and you guys have seen. If you guys have been watching these level up videos, you saw that I meet people from Ghana very, very often. Every time I go on a level up mission, I always get Chi in. My tree isn't very, very good because I haven't studied it yet, just a little dabbling. But you see that with just the little I know, using it with the native speakers, how surprised they get, how ecstatic they are for seeing a foreigner learn their language. So tree is it I it's definitely got to be added to my active list for next year. So tree will I will begin my tree studies as soon as I find a native speaker to meet up with on Skype. Amharic, the same thing. Here in Columbus, there's I think it's the east side of the town. They have an Ethiopian outlet mall type thing. Like it's like a plaza, and they have Armenian. Oh, sorry, not Armenian. They have Amharic, Ethiopian. Like it's like a small carry out store, like a corner store, but it's connected to other stores. Then they have a bookstore. They have bakery, they have restaurants. This whole plaza is all Ethiopian, and you can actually see the G's, the writing, the Ethiopian Amharic writing on the buildings. It's really it's awesome. So I can definitely get Amharic in every time, and there's multiple places. I've always said this in the past. When you level up, especially when you're beginning, okay, you need to have a variety of places to practice. Okay, if you only have one place to practice, that's not going to do you any good, because you can't really get repetitive with the material that you're using, and a lot of the stuff you need a lot of repetition in order for it to stick. So if you go to the same place, you're going to find that you're not going to be able to ask them those those questions, where are you from, blah blah blah. They're not going to ask you those questions because they've already asked you in the past. So when deciding on learning a language, you need to see how the population is, the people speaking that language. It will be easier, the process will be funner, and your progress will be greater, okay, and your motivation will be higher. So yeah, so keep that in mind. So yeah, Romanian, I definitely want to learn Romanian, but I can't use it here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to have to come back to it in the future. If I start meeting Romanians, if I find an area, or where a lot of Romanians hang out at, then I will pick it back up. Same with Persian, same with Burmese. I'll probably I'll go back to the dabbling mode, just kind of play with it, look at some stuff in the book, but I'm not gonna put all my energy into learning, pursuing those, continuing those languages. So that's the best thing to do. Cambodian, that is at first I couldn't find Cambodians. I was like, wow, I don't know where the Cambodians are, but I found two places where, actually I found three places, two markets where Cambodian people go very often, and then I found a restaurant. It's actually a new restaurant I went to. I think I used, was that part of my level up? No, I don't think so. But I found three places, and I'm sure there are more. So Cambodian definitely is going to this active list. Wolof, you guys already know. You saw in the past. I know where a lot of Senegalese and people from Gambia hang out at. So Wolof is guaranteed. I can get Wolof in just like I can get Somali in. Thai, I want to go back to Thai. I want to improve that. And then there's a lot of places to practice that as well. Now Taiwanese, I'm actually mentioned this before. My sister-in-law, I've been teaching her English. It's been 3 weeks we've been doing this, and she can't speak English, so I use the Chinese to teach her English. And she speaks Taiwanese. My wife speaks Taiwanese. I think her Taiwanese is actually better than my wife's, obviously, because my wife still speaks, but her sister's living over there in Taiwan, so she's getting rusty with the Taiwanese. So basically, I'm already getting a lot of practice with Mandarin by teaching her English. So what I plan to do for next year is we're gonna do like a 30 minute, because I do this with the people I meet up with and students. We're gonna do like 30 minutes English and then 30 minutes Taiwanese. We're gonna do that like 4 or 5 days a week. So she's actually helping me with the FLR course for the Taiwanese. So once that gets completed, then we're going to go ahead and start doing that. So that's that. And what else do we have on this list? And that's pretty much it. So I mean, that's going to be a busy year again. But Like I said, these languages that you see up here, these are the ones I've been working on for the past 5 or 6 months. So Romanian will be gone, Persian, Burmese, and German. And oh, Brazilian Portuguese. I want to do that for a good 6 months since I got a pretty good level in Spanish. I feel comfortable in Spanish. So I want to get Portuguese, up to like the same level as my Spanish, and then after that, and I can go ahead and switch this out because that's basically how I'm going to do this. Once I start feeling super comfortable with the language, I'm able to express myself without any complications. Basically, once I reach that, I think once you get like B1-ish, once you get around there, then you start feeling comfortable with the language. Of course, you have some you'll have some limitations. You be limited in certain things, but for the most part, you'll be comfortable around that area, B1-ish. So I want to get around there with Portuguese, and then then I'm gonna switch it out for something else. Now, here's another thing that I want to start doing. I know I say in the past that my main goal is to get to intermediate. Now, here's an exception. If I'm in a city where, like, I'm going to use Somali for example. Somali, it's just, you guys have seen in the level of videos, I can go to a Chinese restaurant and get Somali in. I can literally go to, I'll go to an Italian restaurant and eat in and get Somali because that's how large the population of the Somali people is. So this is an exception for this particular language, and Somali is actually my, I have all these languages going on, but that's actually my most active. Like I'm putting extra into that language. This language, I'm not going to intermediate level. This language, I'm actually going higher. I'm going to a very, very high advanced level with language because of the opportunities. I feel like I'm already in Somalia, So if you have that much people in your city, why not go to a higher level? Okay. So it all depends. My main objective is to reach intermediate, but this is an exception here. Go further. If you have enough of the people around to where you can practice very, very often. Something like let me see. Let me take a language. German. Okay, something like German. Obviously, I will want to just get to an intermediate level in that language because there's no Germans here. I can't practice German as much as I can practice something like Somali. So you guys get my drift. That's what I mean. So that is basically it. I wanted to make this update for 2014, let you guys know what's going on. Yes, that is it. And I'm actually going to be leaving in the morning for this Florida. I'm going to be driving. So when I get there, I plan to make a video and let you guys and tell you guys what's going to happen during the week and whatnot. But yeah, that's the trip for tomorrow morning. And yeah, it's been a while. I know I haven't made a video all week, but I've been caught up on some other things. And yeah, in the level up video, the new one is actually going to be 3 hours long. So I've already edited that video up, and I'm in the process of adding subtitles. So sometime next week the video will be available for you guys to watch. So that is it for this update. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, thanks for viewing, and you guys have a great weekend.